Hello YouTube, Melissa Francis here, and I'm here with another haul video, and I'm pretty excited about this one. I hope you like it. If you're new to my channel, I am recently taking care of my elderly father-in-law, so it has now changed my life so that I'm now home taking care of him. And I have an eBay store, but I've started a new one because I'm hoping to inspire some people to start their own eBay store, and we can watch it grow together, and you can see how you can do it and stay at home and help pay the bills. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I just wanted to start this off with a Valentine's card. God, my husband knows me so well that I got. Isn't it just really pretty, this bottle? I absolutely love it. And it reminded me that vintage bottles are really popular to sell on eBay. Actually, I am in the market to buy some because I need them for my daughter's wedding. But a lot of people, what they do is they get them crafters again, and what they do is they alter them. And this is one I did a while back. It's really cute. It just has a little sticker on it. And this is kind of just some like jewels hanging down. And this is a little mercury glass like bird. But I mean, a lot of crafters, what they do is they decorate these bottles, and they're really pretty, and a lot of people just like them. They put them on the shelf and stuff like that. And a lot of people are looking for these. So don't pass them up when you see them, because they are very popular. And even myself right now, if anybody has ones that look like that, like medicine bottles that are clear, I'm in the market for them. And then another thing I wanted to show you, which is really cool, is like boxes. And again, we're kind of talking about targeting crafters and repurposing and all that stuff. And I make my own jewelry, and I am always looking for places to put my my beads. And I found this really cool box, and I'm absolutely in love with it. This is not going for sale. This is mine, but I wanted to show you how cool that is, and that people are looking for things like this. And I don't know, I'm going to try to, I'll have to maybe tip the camera down so that you can see it. But isn't that really cool? So you can use it and you can put beads and stuff in it. And that's just another idea to inspire you to be looking for some cool boxes, because crafters are doing this type of thing with them. Also, kind of unrelated, but when I was looking for things to show you, because I have a lot of different stuff, and sometimes I look at some of the things that I have lying around, and I bought this a while back, and I'm not sure what to do with it, and I've had it for a while, and I haven't done anything with it, and now I'm not so sure that I'm not going to sell it and put it on my store. But it's super cool. Somebody made this, had to be years and years ago. And junk journaling and book binding and all of that is really in right now. And someone did this ages and ages ago, and it's all, let me tip it down again, it's all newsprint. So isn't that cool? So this would be a base for the most amazing junk journal or altered book you could probably ever have. So I will, not sure if I'm going to let this go or not. But, oh, I think I'm upside down. So, there we go. But if anybody's interested in this, please, you can see there, the newspaper. Let me know, and I'll debate on whether or not I want to let this beauty go. But this is something, too, that if you are going to repurpose or do stuff and sell yourself, you could find, like, old kind of cardboard stuff, and, you know, you could bind it, and you could make something like this, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who would be willing to buy it. Also, this is the coolest thing. I found this really, really sweet. Actually, it says May 6, 1954 on the back. I was not born at that time, but I think it's really cool that back then, you know, they had little pencil boxes. So something like this is also really sweet. I'm going to be putting this on my shop for sure, and it's just a great way to store your pens and pencils. So I have that. Another thing that I found recently, I found this at, oh, it's kind of a thrift store near us. It's called the OP Shop, and they have really, really cool stuff there. So I just got itch. And the antiques are making me itchy. And this is a really cool measuring tape. And I should have looked it up before I post this video, but maybe I'll try to find a video on it. But some people, what they do is they make them in the shape of like a star, and they put them on the wall. So, which is really cool. So I'll probably try to figure that out and make it. And when I go to post it, I'll do that. So you always have to think of things differently than what they are. And it's just so cool, this old-fashioned measuring tape, as you can see. And I know a lot of people would maybe just walk by and not pick this up. And I think I picked this up for, I think it was about $1. So I'm not exactly sure what it's worth. But if you're going to be starting an eBay store, when I go to list things, I have two windows up. I have the window where I'm actually listing the product that I'm selling. And then I have another window looking for comps. And if you've ever bought a house or anything, like the real estate agents, they always look for comps, like what the houses were worth or sold or up for sale in the area where you're buying. Well, it's the same thing as on eBay. What you do is you put in the item that you're interested in selling, and you go and you look to see how much it's selling for. You can't always go by what it's selling for. Oops, that's my phone. We're just going to ignore that. Sorry about that. Somebody wants to buy this now. You can't always go by what they're selling for. You have to really look more at what they sold for. So what you do is you go to the side, and you'll see there's kind of a whole list of things. If you go all the way down and hit sold, then all of a sudden the solds will come up, and you're going to see the prices in green. If you see the prices say $19.99 in green, that's what it sold for. If you see $19.99 and a line is through it, that means that someone took best offer. So when you list your product, you can just have buy it now, and that's the price, and that's it. Or you can put it up for auction, which I don't recommend anymore. Old school eBay was big on auction. Now auction is more like liquidation or getting rid of stuff, for $1 or $2. Auctions are good if you have something really, really hot that it's one of a kind and people go crazy, but I would be big time on Instagram promoting it before you do an auction. So it's either buy it now and they have to pay for what you sell it for, or best offer. So that's what that slash means, is that someone took a best offer on something. Also, I found this in the bottom. It was actually in Goodwill. It was in a bag. Remember I had talked to you in a video earlier about looking in a bag, and it was a bag full of some other crap that I had to buy, and I think I threw it out. But in there was these really old vintage flashcards. And vintage flashcards are really cool and very sought after. And I don't know if I'm going to sell them as a lot or sell them as sixes or whatever. But they are also really popular. And I've also already sold some ephemera, which is old paper. And this is old music notes. So I may just lot these up as an ephemera pack. I have a lot of people ask me what ephemera is. And ephemera is actually, it's paper that was meant to be used once, like a plane ticket or a train ticket or something like that. You're meant to dispose of it. And vintage ephemera it's old paper. So that's what that is. And I've gotten old paper and old newspapers and stuff like that, and just sold it as a lot of 3 pounds of ephemera. And the cool thing about ephemera is you can actually sell that or ship that, I believe, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure you can ship it as medium mail, which is a lot cheaper to ship it that way. I also found some more great bingo cards, and a lot of crafters are looking for bingo cards. And these are really old vintage ones, and they're like the really heavyweight, so they'll be up on my shop. Again, this is something you should look for when you're out scrapbooking, when you're out thrifting. And then I also found some great old photos. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I can't believe some family just discarded them. Does anybody want to adopt any ancestors? I mean, they look like, they're really nice people. I mean, how cute is this little muffin? She needs a home. So also old vintage photos, you'd be surprised. People are always looking for them. And then I also found this lot of vintage dominoes, which is really cool. So game board pieces, vintage game board pieces. Like sometimes you find old games and really people don't want the boards, they want the pieces. scrapbookers and crafters like really love Scrabble pieces and things like that they use stuff and they alter with them. So if you see something and you know it calls for like 96 pieces or 56 pieces and there's not, don't worry about it. Just, you know what, advertise it to the craft lot of vintage crafting pieces of dominoes or whatever. And these are really sweet. I really like the back here. I'll show you. So this is obviously the front, and this is the back. It's got this really cool kind of embossed. It looks like a dragon or something. I'll have to look those up. I think they're pretty cool. And then I found some beautiful gloves, vintage gloves. These people always love vintage gloves. I'm not really sure what we can do with those, but I'm sure coming up on my channel, you will find an idea of what to do with those. And then lastly, this video, let me see, yeah, it looks like that's it. I wanted to show you a lot of sewing notions because crafters really love old sewing notions. If you go onto eBay, you will see a lot of old, you know, buttons, you know, on the board. People like to craft with them. So you don't really get much money selling them like onesies unless you have some that are like pearl or something really interesting. This is like bias tape and stuff. But you can grab, you know, a lot. Like sometimes what I do is I'll find stuff, and even though I have a lot like this, I might just hang on to it till I get 3 or 4 more lots, and then do like a really big lot that I can sell for like $20 or something like that. But you know, something that's smaller. If it's only worth $5, it's not worth taking the time to list it on eBay. You're better off waiting until you have more stuff to sell. So that's my latest thrift haul. I hope you like what you saw, and you will hit that like button and definitely subscribe to my videos. Make sure you hit the bell next to it. You'll get notifications of when I'm live. And if you want to start your own eBay store and have questions or anything, feel free to comment, and I will definitely get back to you. And we can start growing our eBay store together. And I just got a notification. You'll love that sound. That's a sound that somebody's making you an offer for some of your product. And that's what that is. So I'll get off and see if I can make a sale. And I hope you'll think about joining me and selling on eBay too. And until next time, happy thrifting.